Thank you very much. On behalf of Team 1, let me present our solution for the Precision Medicine Diabetes Challenge. Our solution is dialogue. Our challenge was to help decision making to tailor to individualized treatment and prevention with the ultimate goal of helping patients improve quality of life and well-being of patients. First, we looked at already existing solutions, not only in academia, but also in the industry. And we found this website called Patients Like Me, which is an online community of patients. Actually, it includes 25,000 diabetes patients, collecting data, logging their data on symptoms, on their HbA1c measurements, lab results, and also medication. And we thought, why can't we take this idea and improve it with data, with existing data sources? Because most people still trust their clinicians, their physicians the most. So we looked at existing data sources, existing biomarkers, and we wanted to combine the idea of Patients Like Me with established solutions. So let me explain how our solution, dialogue, works. So we pull electronic medical records, lab results, but not only for risk factors, but also on confounders. For example, whether the patient had an infection while the blood sampling was taking place, to account for confounding for by indication. Then we also link dialogue to prescription registries to keep track of medication history. Then wearable technologies like fitness trackers are more and more available. We'll capitalize on this as well, and we'll include this kind of data in dialogue. There is something missing in the middle, the patient. We'll collect information from the patients on factors that are not captured in clinical records, electronic medical records. Small side effects, for example, that are not too major to make it into the electronic medical records, but they are important. They affect the patient's everyday lives. Once we have this rich data set, we can link it to existing cohorts and studies like Rhapsody and use information on omics, for example, to create an even more rich data set. And we will provide information and patients' perspectives in the studies. Dialogue is with the patient 24/7. It's sitting on your Apple Watch, your mobile phone, or your tablet. It gives you constant feedback, for example, in your daily physical activity, or after you got up in the morning and reading the newspaper, it will ask you, how are you feeling, or how did you sleep? Our idea improves patients' quality of life because we will create a strong community of patients, we'll empower the patients, we'll give them constructive feedback through our reports on their progress. For example, if the patient cannot reach the target weight, then we will suggest, check out how your peers lost weight. But we'll also create a powerful research platform. All these serial measurements pulled from the electronic medical records or dialogue recorded by the patients will make it possible to predict risk factor trajectories based on these serial measurements that can be used later in prediction of outcomes. The solution is intuitive because the patient is in the center of our solution, and we build on well-established risk factors and the availability of portable devices with a user-friendly design, so it becomes routine in everyday life for the patient to record information that we can capitalize on. Our solution is cost-effective because we adapt existing solutions and we improve on them. So routinely collected data from electronic medical records and patient-recorded repeated measures via our app or data platform Dialogue. Our solution has taken ethical considerations and regulatory barriers into account We'll use well-established procedures for data access, storage, and sharing. Patients will have control over their own data, whether they want to contribute with, for example, data from their physical activity tracker. And we'll make it a global solution. Of course, not every country has electronic medical records or registers like Denmark, but the world is moving towards that. So if a country is not ready for dialogue yet, it will be in the future. So why should we win? The patient is in the center of our application. Fostering patient, our goal is to foster patients' well-being while also creating a unique research platform that facilitates shared decision-making, and our rich data set will enable researchers to develop models that can help personalize treatment and prevention of complications ultimately. If I did not convince you that we are the team who should win, then check out tomorrow's newspaper. We already made the headlines featuring Paul Franks with an exclusive interview saying Team 1 is on the right track. So thank you very much. Get ready for dialogue.